So we're here today with Carly Minish-Wytinck, who's the owner of Smak Dab, a fantastic mustard company located in Winnipeg. So Carly, why don't you just maybe tell us a little bit about Smak Dab?
So basically, we are a gourmet mustard company. We started in 2014, and I'm a Red Seal chef by trade. So I was inspired by, the mustards. I guess I was inspired by the gap or the lack of mustards on the shelf. There was no locally made gourmet mustards on the shelf that were made here in Manitoba, or rather in Canada in general. So I guess I saw an opportunity to produce a product that was using local ingredients produced in Canada, and that could be so versatile in people's kitchens.
Great, awesome. And for anybody who hasn't tried it, they're great products, and we have them in our fridge. So I just wanted to ask you a little bit about working with us at SKUFood on getting ready for a presentation with some of your retail customers.
Right. Yeah. So before we took this past course with you, we also took a couple workshops in the past that you came to Winnipeg and put on. So I can't remember specifically the names of them, but basically one was kind of getting ready for retail, and then the next one was a little bit intensive, how to keep your product on the shelf. And those are kind of one-day courses, and I found them incredibly beneficial, especially when I was just kind of getting my feet wet in retail. It really kind of shed a light from a different perspective of, how to be successful, what the retailers are looking for, and how to boost your sales. So when the opportunity came up to sign up for this program with you, that was a little bit more intensive and more specific to, my company, I obviously jumped on the opportunity. It was kind of a no-brainer in my mind. So, and the great thing is the timing was perfect. When I started working with you, Peter, I had some meetings coming up with a couple stores in Manitoba here, and then shortly after I was doing some traveling, getting ready for some trade shows and for some meetings at these trade shows. So it came at a perfect time that I was able to make kind of a plan with you, plan a presentation, and kind of come up with a strategic plan of how to attack these meetings. So it was very beneficial in that way to kind of help me feel more confident going into these meetings.
Awesome. Great. No, it's awesome to hear that it helps. And I mean, that's what we're all about, is making sure that we get results. And theory is great, but results are where it happens. So
yes, exactly.
One thing I remember you telling me about a meeting with one of your customers was how they thought that it was great that you came with a plan.
Yeah.
Remember that conversation?
Yeah, for sure. It was actually, it was after a meeting I had in the city here, and we were already in the store already, but it was really a more official kind of presentation of our product to the kind of managers and the retail managers about our product, what we do. And one thing, the feedback I got from one of the gentlemen in the meeting was that I came, with a presentation of our product and our versatility and what we do, but also with kind of a strategic plan and like a 10-month plan. It was more about what we're going to do in the stores, how we're going to do it, the results we'd like to see, just more kind of setting some goals, just so they kind of had an idea that we're not just expecting our product to sit there and hopefully sell, that we want to do things that will drive sales, get customers more familiar with our name. And that was really great to hear that, it was effective and it was worthwhile on their end to hear that sort of plan from us. And the meetings we had just really helped us prepare, strategies and things we can do to kind of develop that plan for those stores. So they were really happy to hear that, and that really helped things a lot.
Great, great. And would you say that the work that we did really helped you prepare to negotiate and maybe almost level the playing field, as opposed to maybe going into these meetings feeling that the retailer has, all the control and the power?
For sure. Yeah, it definitely helped me feel more confident in my brand and what we can offer. There's definitely a few things that you and I talked about and questions you asked me that I never thought of before, or angles that I never even thought to approach. So I definitely went into these meetings with a different kind of perspective on my brand. And I noticed, with their body language and with their response, that they would have never really thought of those things either. So it definitely gave me like another vote of confidence that our brand doesn't always taste good, but it has lots of benefits to the customer and the retailer as well. And like I said, you asked some really great questions that I never in my wildest dreams would have thought of asking myself. And that really made me rethink my brand, and really, I think it was just definitely a game changer for us to think of our brand in that way, that we have different benefits that I would have never thought of. So yes, definitely.
Great, great. Well, we really appreciate you taking the time to share your thoughts, and we're happy to have you a part of the SKUFood community. So thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you for having me.